Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. A winter storm continues to produce heavy snow, strong winds, and minor coastal flooding in the Northeast. The Pacific storm is producing coastal rain, high elevation snow, and strong winds along the West Coast into the Intermountain West, as well as into the Southwest and Rockies. An Alaskan storm will impact southwestern Alaska and the Arctic coast. Closer to home, very cold wind chills today and tomorrow. Another storm system arrives Thursday into Friday with the potential for gusty winds, rain, and snow. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. The Otero County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in solving a homicide which happened early last month. The Sheriff's Office say they responded to the home on El Paso Drive and found 39-year-old Daniel Contreras Benitez dead. Anyone that has information around this death, please contact Detective Curtis at 575-437-2210. We had hoped to bring you audio from this past Friday's special Tularosa Village meeting, but we're told that the person that was going to do the video was not available and that the new audio and video equipment had not yet been installed. It's supposed to be installed by the middle of this month. Mayor Debbie Cooksey said that at the meeting, a pay increase for certified officers was passed. A lieutenant for the police department was also hired. The new police chief will arrive in around 3 weeks. Also, the village is looking into the pricing of placing GPS on all village vehicles. The Alamogordo Public School Board was sworn in last week and have been active in getting acclimated to the new role. The board met in special session on Friday to a full house in the audience and then adjourned into closed-door session.
I'd like to thank you all for your patience and for staying here this long. And I would like to say that no action was taken by the board during the executive session. Matters discussed were limited to the matter published on the agenda. And I will call for adjournment at 8:26 p.m. Thank you.
That seemed like a waste. School Board President Angela Cadwallader issued a letter to the public dated January 5th to reassure the public of her commitment and that of the board of a commitment to excellence and integrity. Cadwallader explained that during the closed-door executive session, they engaged in thoughtful and thorough deliberations on limited personnel matters concerning the superintendent. She proceeded to explain that they remain committed to the Open Meetings Act, and as such, no action was taken in that executive session, as all actions of the board will be made in open session after adequate notice to the public of what the board may be taking action on. Be advised that the Alamo Senior Center is now a facility for registered consumers only. Everyone visiting the facility must either be a member or a guest of a member, and remember that age eligibility is 60 and up to qualify. The membership process will be conducted initially and each year after. Membership this year, $10 a year. That's both initial and renewal. The Otero County Planning Commission will conduct their regular scheduled meeting tomorrow at 1 at 1101 New York. Copies of the agenda will be available at the administration office lobby. For information, call 575-437-7427. The Alamogordo City Commission regular meeting is happening tomorrow evening at 6:30. Looks like a lot on this agenda. 311 Virginia Avenue, 800 Virginia Avenue, and 1110 Uranus Drive are all considered to be a menace to public comfort, health, peace, and or safety. The city is ordering abatements. Property owner Stephen Valdez is requesting to be granted a special permit to allow his son to continue residing within a recreation vehicle at his address on Post Avenue. Amend sections of the Code of Ordinances concerning the City Commission districts and mayor selection. The terms are to be aligned with the City Charter Amendment made in 2012. Add Chapter 10, Article 6, Section 330 concerning obstructing, impeding movement, or camping in public rights-of-way. Amend Chapter 19, Article 4, Section 10 concerning park closure hours. And consider a map amendment to change the current zoning of the property located at 2405 Holly Avenue from manufactured housing subdivision to a multi-family dwelling district. Alamogordo residents are invited to have a say in shaping the future of the Parks and Recreation Department by going to the Alamogordo Parks and Recreation Advisory Board. That meeting is happening Wednesday at 6 at the Rec Center. The first meeting of the year for the Otero County Board of Commissioners is on Thursday at 9 a.m. The 45th Annual Otero County Legislative Prayer Breakfast is coming up on Friday, January 12th. We heard from Josh Beasley.
This has been going on in Alamogordo for 45 years. Every January, we gather together at various locations. We joined together to say a prayer for our legislators and to show our support for our legislators. We're going to have a great breakfast, great speakers, all proceeds going to benefit the Alamogordo Senior Citizen Center.
Plates are $15, and the event will be held at the Alamo Senior Center. RSVP or get more information by calling 575-430-3313. The Love Incorporated Coffee and Connections meeting has been canceled due to the legislative prayer breakfast. Susan Payne tells us that since the breakfast is at 9, it would interfere with the Coffee and Connections meeting, which was initially scheduled at 8. The City of Alamogordo Animal Control is asking for your support by donations of dry and canned dog and cat food, towels and blankets, as well as leashes and collars. An Amazon wish list has been created. See the Alamogordo Animal Control Facebook page for details. Well, today is Monday. Let's have a pup date from Animal Village NM.
Did you adopt a dog or a cat during the holidays? Protect this new forever life in your home for years to come. New Mexico has the highest rate of pet abandonment in America. So please, be a part of the solution and commit to your pet for life and to the best quality of that life. Adopt responsibly or foster instead. If your job is likely to move you in the next few years, put together a rock-solid pet protection plan with your whole family right now. If you have children, make this a wonderful life lesson for them and include them in the planning sessions. Plan a travel savings plan for your pet and decide with your family how much you will put away each month to pay to ship your pet with you when you move. Plan how much every month it will cost now to provide the best food for your pet to live a long, healthy life. And take your children with you to your initial wellness visit at the vet. Invite your children to ask questions during the visit. How often does a pet need to see the vet? How soon and how often do you need to worm your pet? And what vaccinations and supplements are necessary? Instead of breaking your children's hearts with a horrible lifetime memory, that of you leaving your pet at the pound when you move, give your children instead a lifetime foundation of commitment, love, and care. Give your children memories of years of love, showing them that pets are family and that you were not a part of this problem of overflowing shelters, heartbreak, and death, but that your family was a part of the solution. Nothing will teach your children about how to live a life of integrity and love than keeping your pet with you for his or her life and the memories that will build for your whole family. Family photos will not show how many pets disappeared from photos year after year, but a lifetime of memories with your pet wherever you went. Teach your children about the need to save for pet care and travel as part of the financial lessons you'll give them that will help your children for life. There are so many ways our pets make us better people. Caring for your pet as a safe, well-cared-for family member inside your home with the rest of the family, training and socializing and taking daily long walks with your dog or cat on a leash will help your families in so many ways that you'll wonder how all these lessons could be taught without a pet. If you can't adopt for life, foster pets for a rescue instead. That's another huge, wonderful lesson for your family to commit when it's the right time. And teach them about giving back by donating as a monthly sponsor at animalvillagenm.org. We've provided more than 10,000 low-income spay-neuter surgeries to pet food banks. animalvillagenm.org.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
AlamogordoTownNews.com is a locally owned website featuring local news matters from a local perspective that affects you, and we bring it to you directly. Plus, local sports, cultural arts, and events. Online, AlamogordoTownNews.com. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Dustin Roy Rockman, 32 of Navajo, New Mexico, and Kenzie Roy Rockman, 24 of Hunters Point, Arizona, have both been charged with coercion, enticement of a minor, transfer of obscene material of a minor, sexual abuse of a minor, and sexual abuse. Dustin was additionally charged with the distribution of obscene visual representations of the sexual abuse of a child and possession of child pornography. If convicted, the pair could spend up to life in prison. On Friday, New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres said that the state's 5 Republican electors cannot be prosecuted for filing election certifications that falsely declared Donald Trump the winner of the 2020 presidential race. Torres is making recommendations to state lawmakers that he says would enhance the security of the state's electoral process and provide legal authority for prosecuting similar conduct in the future. Republican Party of New Mexico Chairman Steve Pierce said that the state faces numerous election challenges that had the possibility of going before a court. He says the GOP electors cast their votes by the deadline written in the federal statute in the event the election outcome changed. Torres' recommendations include expanding the prohibition against falsified election documents to include certificates related to presidential electors and creating a new law against falsely acting as a presidential elector. New Mexico State Police hosted the first gun buyback event of the year this past weekend in 4 New Mexico cities: Albuquerque, Las Cruces, Farmington, and Espanola. What do people get for doing this?
So for handguns, they're receiving a $100 gift card. For rifles and shotguns, it's a $200 gift card.
New Mexico State Police Public Information Officer Wilson Silver speaking with KOAT. He says the events have a clear mission:
reduce, violent crime, accidental deaths, suicides.
I think you're reaching there, officer. Republican State Representative Stephanie Lord says although the gun buyback is a nice gesture, she says more needs to be done to find solutions to gun-related incidents in the state.
The elected legislation majority has a tendency to want to be softer on crime. We keep having a revolving door of criminals going in and out.
Nearly 2,400 gift cards were given out statewide. State police say that at least 5 guns that were turned in have been listed as stolen. Question: the guns are destroyed on site, right? So what about the stolen weapons? Do the owners simply lose out? I mean, you get a gun stolen, it gets destroyed, and then the thief gets paid. I hope I'm wrong and there's more to this. Sutherland Park cannabis sales are at an all-time high. See what we did there? According to recent numbers, dispensaries sold a whopping $32 million in cannabis merchandise. That includes marijuana in leaf form, gummies, oils, and creams. Now, being that we're talking about Sunland Park, I do have to wonder how many customers are from Texas. Anyway, as of today, there are dozens of dispensaries in a 5-mile radius of Sunland Park, a city of only 17,000 people. Sports and weather are next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this: without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 6 games for New Mexico girls basketball today, including Ruidoso at Mescalero, Carrizozo at Cloudcroft, and Tularosa at Alamogordo. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Do I go Lady Cats, go Lady Tigers? There are 8 games for New Mexico varsity basketball today, including Ruidoso at Mescalero and Carrizozo at Cloudcroft. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for partly sunny skies with winds gusting as high as 21 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy tonight with winds gusting as high as 18. Sunny tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 17. Your high today in the basin, 41. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 10. Low tonight of 18. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 10. High tomorrow, 43. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 13 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of snow. Winds gusting as high as 36 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting up to 31. Sunny tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 24. Your high today for Cloudcroft, 17. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's negative 16. Low tonight of 5. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's negative 12. High tomorrow, 26. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's negative 6 degrees. Don't forget about your pets, pipes, and plants. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com. And learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.